can barely cope with a short walk on the beach.
Whoa.
Justin Reese's body is failing him.
Basically, something's happening to my brain. The doctors don't know. I can't speak. I collapse all the time. Dribbling heaps.
His heart is giving out too. In fact, Justin's prospects in general are not good. In his heyday, Justin was Mr. New Zealand, Mr. Australasia and Mr. Oceania. To make himself this big, he took any kind of drug he could lay his hands on, including steroids. This is what he told us 6 years ago.
I was just doing at the time what I thought I should have been doing. And at the time I was just really selfish and just didn't even consider anyone. You know, just all I thought about was getting my drugs, and that's all I thought about.
But Justin was caught importing the illegal drug fantasy, and he was sent to jail.
At that time, I used my body as a science experiment. I would just try this, see what happened, do this, and see what happened. Try some growth hormone, try some IGF, try some computerol, try steroids. Just do everything I could just to try and see what would happen.
Well, this is what happened. As he talks to me now, Justin's speech is slurred, he spits, and sometimes he struggles to make sense. You're clearly upset.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't be? Yeah, I mean, I enjoy having fun, I enjoy having a laugh. I've lots of good friends, lots of people were there for me, but it still doesn't make it any easier.
You're seriously unwell at the moment.
Yeah.
Are you still using steroids?
I lost 25 kgs of muscle. I haven't even trained at all. No.
Total honesty, no steroids.
I haven't done anything for a long time. Oh, it's a bit... I might need a hand there.
Sick as Justin is, he still struggles to stay away from the weights. Justin is lifting 55 kilos. He used to be able to lift 130. Even with the lighter weight, he can't make it to 10. You sound exhausted, mate. Why do you still put yourself through this? Why don't you just give it a rest?
Because my heart through nothing.
This has been part of your life, I guess.
Yeah, 20 years.
Is this about doing something you love, or is it because you do it because you want to still get bigger?
No, it's small. I'm tiny these days. It's something I love now. This is me skinny.
As Justin Reese shuffles through Wellington Airport, people can't help but stare at the man who was once Peter Jackson's model for King Kong. It's the day before his 38th birthday, and he's here to meet an old friend.
Hi, bro. Good to see you. You feeling okay?
Dion has flown in from Australia.
Yeah.
They both realise it might be the last time they see each other.
They make me cry.
Justin knows 20 years of taking steroids and other illegal drugs are partly to blame for his health. And now he has a warning for others.
You're not indestructible.
Yes, there's one thing I really want to tell people. Even though when you are younger and you think that you can just do anything, you'll never get hurt, you just do whatever you want. That's a load of bollocks. You can do this, you can hurt yourself, you can look like me, you can be dribbling, you can really kill yourself, and it's not fun.
Yeah, it's astonishing that he's still trying to work out, to be honest. I mean, it looks like an addiction, doesn't it?
You would think he'd give it a rest, but Justin does actually have a disorder. It's called body dysmorphia. Now, this is a real condition, and for him it means that no matter how big he gets, he still doesn't think he's big enough.
Well, there's no doubt the steroids have contributed to his poor health, but Justin also thinks that there's something else that's also responsible. Stay with us.
So Justin Rees is seriously unwell after years of pumping his body full of all sorts of substances, trying to increase his muscle and his size.
Yeah, but it's not just the illegal stuff that he's put into his body. Justin's also worried about some of the so-called health supplements that he's taken. He's also sold some of these things to other people as well.
Yes, so he's talking about some of the fat burners and these pre-workout powders that he's taken. Here's Michael Morrow again.
Justin Rees is taking some time out to prepare his daily dose of prescription drugs.
This one stops, he's spewing it all back up again.
He takes dozens of pills. Most of them are for his heart. What does his heart look like?
Well, it is big, but it's also dilated and floppy because it doesn't contract very well.
Dr. Stuart Mann is Justin's cardiologist. He's been given permission to talk about Justin's condition, a condition he describes as a diagnostic puzzle. What is the likely prognosis for Justin?
It's not looking particularly good at the moment, not necessarily just because of the heart, but because there are other problems as well.
Justin's problems may not be caused just by illegal drugs, but also by over-the-counter supplements. Supplements Dr. Mann is extremely concerned about.
I deal mainly in orthodox pharmaceuticals, and although that world isn't perfect, we at least have controlled information about what positive and negative effects there can be of pharmaceuticals. A lot of the supplements are sold as foods, and are not subject to the same sorts of scientific rigour in testing, nor of quality control.
I'm looking for just a pre-workout.
We already know some of these supplements are potentially dangerous. Last year, Third Degree tested 3 popular pre-workout pills and powders, and all 3 were found to contain illegal substances, including synthetic amphetamines. And 15 more are currently under government investigation. Victoria Faint is a friend of Justin's and a competition-winning bodybuilder. She knows all too well these legal supplements can be risky. Last year she took a substance that made her very sick indeed. It started with headaches and clammy skin. Then it became a lot worse.
My stomach just started to blow up, and then I couldn't pee. All these things started happening, and they tested for steroids. There was no steroids because I hadn't been using them then, and asked me what kind of supplements I'd been taking. I told them the protein powders and all that. I went in there with the Habs, and then by day 4 I looked like I was about 8 months pregnant, so they started freaking out as well. They said that one of the tests, the liver was inflamed, I had an infection, and they were putting it down to some kind of hepatitis virus.
The protein powder she was taking was called Oxyelite Pro, which has caused all sorts of problems. 50 people caught hepatitis after using it in the States. 2 people needed liver transplants, and another even died. Justin used to sell Oxyelite Pro himself at his supplement shop. And does it make you sad coming back and seeing the sign here? He was forced into bankruptcy because of his illness, and now the shop is closed.
Supplements are important. They should, as long as you know what you're taking, sweet as. But if you have supplements, no idea what you're using, then that's stupid.
You've been critical of some supplements, but at the same time you sold some that hurt people.
I had no idea. If I knew about it, I mean, I have my friend that got hepatitis from a supplement that I sold. It just absolutely hurt the hell out of me. Hated it.
It's been a long day for Justin. Talking to us has taken it out of him.
Are you right?
He loses his balance for no reason.
He's going to go inside.
And now he needs to rest, especially as it's his birthday tomorrow.
All I want is people to understand that if you don't do it properly, you can end up just like the way I am. I don't recommend that in the slightest.
Yeah, and 2 days after we finished filming with Justin, he was admitted to hospital where he spent a week under specialist care, so he's not well.
He's not well. He was released, but he has actually returned today for further tests.